And you're watching part 2 of the Hour of Twilight's Out of Bounds exploration video. If you did not see part 1, feel free to watch either part first, but do know that I will not be discussing how to get out of bounds in this video. Also, don't try to glitch out of this tentacle. It will lead to getting stuck in a disconnection loop. Really weird though. In part 1 of the Hour of Twilight video, we discovered how to glitch out of bounds in the Hour of Twilight instance in the Caverns of Time. If you are interested in learning how to perform the glitch, then please click the card at the top of this video or click the link in the description. It is a very simple glitch, you just have to know where to start. Otherwise, if you want to support the channel, subscribing always is
a paltry task.
And you can like the video or leave a comment expressing where you want to see me glitch out of in the future. The only other thing I want to mention is that we just recently hit 100 subscribers. I never thought we'd be able to grow the channel this quickly, but with your support, I'm hoping by the end of 2022 we can double, maybe even triple that number. Let's jump right into this. There is so much to cover in so little time. The first place I explore is near the Wyrmrest Temple. You can glitch out of bounds over here with the Door of Shadows, but it is a tad bit of a wonky area. The first thing you'll notice is that yes, there are technically out of bounds NPCs that you can fight and kill here, which are otherwise unencounterable. I love finding NPCs that are otherwise not reachable. You know, it's one of my favorite things about glitching out of bounds. They don't drop anything and are definitely infinitely spawning, but I found it very interesting that you could actually interact with them and stop them from sieging the temple. Of course, this means that you can also visit the cultists that are spawning enemies. You cannot interact with them, but seeing them this close is something I previously thought impossible. I tried to travel to these massive elementals in the background, but you cannot reach them from here. I'm sure that you could reach them from the other side of the map, but I sort of forgot to try. Those and the Non-Sarlacc Pit in this corner cannot be reached from this particular part of the out of bounds area. One area you can explore though is inside the Wyrmrest Temple. Nothing exciting here, just about what you'd expect. And at the end of the instance normally you would end up at the bottom of the temple, but you cannot see this part. I call this an exploration victory. You're getting to a place that you normally could not get to. Oh yeah, if you use Door of Shadows in exactly the right place, you can fall through the Non-Sarlacc Pit as I showed in the intro. What fun. The scenery is amazing, but the chances of you getting stuck when you try to explore the Sarlacc Pit are very high. That about wraps up this part of the out of bounds exploration. Next, we will return to the major out of bounds area and continue. In the last episode, we explored the Wrathgate, the Kaluak village, and some of the greater tundra. In this episode, we will be exploring the rest of the out of bounds area. It's a journey, so buckle up, grab some popcorn, hold on to your horses, and let's do this thing. The first area we will explore is this giant cave. It's fully textured, but completely empty. There's something ominous about exploring a cave like this. Though there was nothing in here, you never know when a secret might reveal itself to you. After exploring this part of the map, I explored Agmar's Hammer, the Horde city in the eastern part of the map, which I actually technically skipped in the first episode, because I wanted to move on with that video fairly quickly. Here's a clip that shows the area off. I don't care if you guys feel free to skip this segment using the chapters, because the area is similar to the real version. It is just completely abandoned. I want to be thorough in my videos though, and maybe someone will see something in this place that I did not. Next we will explore. Next we will explore the Non-Sarlacc Pit outside of the Azure Dragonshrine. I skipped over this completely in the last video due to time constraints. It was the slightly more relaxed video. I wanted to showcase it here. This tentacle is glitching through a tooth. Not a sentence I thought I'd ever have to use. But yeah, let's travel to the Azure Dragonshrine, which is obviously the coolest looking one. There is not a whole lot here, but the Azure Dragonshrine is always amazing. All the ley lines of magic and everything, it just blows my mind. I head over towards the Bronze Dragon Shrine to check out the Non-Sarlacc Pit area over here. It's definitely an incredible sight. but it is hard to navigate. I don't tempt fate too much as we know what would likely happen if I did break out of the bounds into the mall. Had a little bit of trauma from it. Instead, let's check out the Bronze Dragonshrine. Absolutely amazing. It feels great being able to explore all of this. So much nostalgia is running through me. I almost feel like a kid again. Passing the Dragonshrine, we traverse into the fairly dense forest towards the entrance of Zul'Drak. But there's no staircase or anything, just abandoned troll ruin. I briefly explored them and discovered nothing too crazy. The untextured lake is quite interesting though, and the floating fish are creepy as heck, and enough to call this an exploration win, I guess. Now it's time to explore the Onslaught Basecamp briefly as we head towards the Naxxramas area. The camp is all here in all its detail, but we will continue exploring this area later. Let's explore the Carrion Fields first. It's here in all of its glory. You have Naxxramas above, you have the cauldron still boiling with plague, the fields are empty, and instead of the dead roaming over the place, the sense of sheer emptiness looms over the field. It's ominous and it gives a bit of a what happened here kind of thought. In one way it's even creepier as there is no water in this river over here. It makes the area even quieter. It makes me wish I was still playing Wrath of the Lich King. I think everyone does wish that though, I mean, let's be honest. If there was a way to reach Naxxramas, I would love to figure it out, but as of now I had no way to get to it. When heading to the next area, I discover a bridge to nothing. Trying to traverse it will get you stuck, and so I decided not to mess with it anymore in this video. Thought I'd point it out though. Continuing alongside the river, I traveled to the Forgotten Shore, where it all started, where Arthas landed on the beaches of Northern. Sadly, I didn't bring supplies to traverse water quickly, but I went through and checked all the ships for anything interesting. Nothing crazy, but the final boat I explore has a music change. It's kind of neat, and I'm not sure if this is the same area that plays in the real version. I think it's time for something a bit more interesting. You guys know what's coming up. Yep, new Avalon. I don't even have anything to say about this. I'm just going to let you guys experience this. It's going to be a little bit sped up and I'll have some music, and I have chapters just if you do not want to see the area. After New Avalon, I quickly ran through Venomspite as well. Kinda creepy when it's completely abandoned. I then ran through the Azure Dragonshrine and explored that area a bit. All of the particle effects are still here, and it kind of feels like everything is okay, though we obviously know I'm completely not where I should be. I head out to the sea next, and again, I kind of beat myself up for not having water exploration equipment, and actually as recording this audio, I realized I probably should have fishing on my exploration character. Whoops. The only weird thing I saw was a random piece of seaweed sticking out of the water. Okay then. I tried my best to explore the open ocean, and there's definitely a ton of neat areas to explore here, but with fatigue and the potential of drowning, I really cannot explore as much as I wanted to. Maybe one day I can be an undead demon hunter and not have to worry about breathing. Gosh, what a horrible thing to have to do, breathe. After all this, I gave exploring the area a break and I came back later since I wasted so much time in the water. On my next run through, I head back over to the Onslaught Basecamp and begin exploring it a little bit more. When I tried to climb into these towers, something bizarre happened. My chat channel changed from the Hour of Twilight to Dragonblight. The game literally thought I was in Dragonblight. How strange is that? That means that the Hour of Twilight still contains location mapping to Dragonblight itself. It even says that I'm in the Scarlet Tower. I'm surprised they didn't remove this. Those of you familiar with this area know where I'm headed to. There's a certain infamous cave over here, Frostmourne Cave. Just as it was left all those years ago. Also, the mace still looks untextured. It's the same as in the real world, but why? The only thing missing in this cave is the actual pedestal that Frostmourne sat on. I'm so glad that I got to see this. After that amazingness, I returned to exploring the surrounding area. I explored the whole area up to and including a small sliver of the Grizzly Hills. From there, I head back to the Carrion Fields and I explore a few of the buildings. In the destroyed barracks, I found these two small skeletons, which I actually saw in my Scarlet Halls glitch. I was kind of shocked that they were in other parts of the game as well. I also found a place I've not been in for over a decade, the Wintergarde Mausoleum. You'll notice that at the beginning it changed my channel to the Dragonblight again, and as a Horde player you may miss this place completely, if I remember correctly. But I used to have level 80 Alliance characters before I permanently became a Horde player. I had to explore the entire cave. If you want to skip the exploration of the cave, again, you can use the chapters below. Everything in here is also in the real one, but it's still very creepy. Especially this eye. Think of it this way. This eye has been here for almost a decade, trapped here, all alone. No one to experiment on him, no one to talk to, just alive, alone in the mausoleum. After exploring the mausoleum, what better way to continue our adventure than to explore the Wintergarde Keep itself? You know the drill, I'm just going to show it off. Can we take a moment and enjoy the peaceful tavern music? In a completely empty world, there's still something heartwarming about this music. One of the last things I did on my second roundabout was try to explore more of the oceanside part of the map. I traveled over there and my game freaked out. When I logged back in, I was still underwater, but did not have a breath meter. I thought something was off, but I had to see if I broke WoW and got rid of the need for lungs. I explored as much as I could and then sadly randomly died. If this had actually worked, I may have discovered one of the best tools for out-of-bounds discovery. Maybe I'll look into this a little bit more. The second to final area we will explore is a very unique version of Wintergrasp. It's kind of like a destroyed Wintergrasp in a way. When writing the script for this video, I decided to try and climb past the Wrath Gate. It took a long time to figure out exactly how to accomplish this, but I was able to find a few places to jump. While I was trying to figure out how to climb the gate, I accidentally discovered Angrathar, which was very strange, as well as jumping back and forth between the Dragonblight and Hour of Twilight general chat, just like at the towers and at the mausoleum. Freaking amazing. This is why my channel is focused on exploration. I love this stuff. There's a whole area above the Wrathgate. Eventually though, I fall and I cannot get back up. My journey has ended, but there is one last area that we have not explored. That last area? The Crystalsong Forest area. I know that in part 1 I said I likely will not be able to explore this area in this video. I did not realize that I had only written the script and did not do the recording yet, so I was able to re-script the area in. The Crystalsong Forest was always one of my favorite looking zones in World of Warcraft, and here it is, left in an area that it most definitely should not be in. I hope you enjoy. Well, we did it. We explored the rest of the Out of Bounds area and the Hour of Twilight instance in the Caverns of Time. While most of the areas remain the same between the normal version and the Out of Bounds version, it was incredible being able to reach the Out of Bounds NPCs, the ghost towns, completely abandoned caves, Crystalsong Forest in all of its beauty, and of course the not completed Wintergrasp. Thank you again for watching this full exploration video of the Out of Bounds area and the Hour of Twilight instance in the Caverns of Time. Dear Lord. Again, I appreciate all the support and I hope you will stick around for episode 4 of the Caverns of Time Glitch series. Game on Crafter. Out! Thanks for watching.